We welcome you to your continuing coverage of the 2022 OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, coming to you live from the Paco Arena in Manila, where the stars align as JV Marcelino and the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines look to stay undefeated on the road against the red-hot Marvin Lee and the Manila Stars, who are coming in with a 3-game winning streak of their own. We're glad to have you with us. Nix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Christian Nuanzon. And Coach Chris, whenever you have two teams like this who are red hot in the Mpbl, what can you expect from a game with Manila and Zamboanga going up against each other red hot?
Well, kung sino yung magtutuloy yung kainitan, no? Dalawa to, nasa streak. Obviously, itong Zamboanga, one of 3 teams who still have to have a dent on that losing column, while itong Manila without slow start. Tatlong sunod na panalo. Ngayon, nasa home court pa sila. So obviously, there's still that pride, obviously, of defending your home court. Dahil alam naman natin, it's been a privilege for every team, you know, to host. So you want to protect that home court, and at the same time, you want to keep the momentum going for that win number 4.
And speaking of keeping the momentum going, let's also keep our courtside reporter a part of the picture right now. We have Gianna Lianas. G, kamusta ka naman dyan?
Okay naman ako. You know, we're down to our final game, and this is actually going to be an interesting game to say the least, because both teams are facing a lot of injuries. I'll give you guys a hint. Para sa Manila Stars, Joseph Yo and Gary David are not going to play. Pero para sa Zamboanga Family Brand Sardines, they have even more players who are injured. So we're gonna have to see how this game will fare out. And of course, marami akong reports about that.
Alright, thank you so much, G. We'll get back to you later on for that. Now let's talk about the previous game of Zamboanga. Kasama to sa pinadala natin, no, sa Bacolod. They had an overtime win against Valenzuela on a Monday, and then the next day they defeated Bacolod in a comeback fashion, a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes.
Well, you look at the numbers right here, and you had the pleasure of covering this, no? Heading into multiple overtimes in 2 days. But you look at the numbers, 51% allowed by Bacolod, and yet they still lost by 3 points. But one thing for sure, even though it was a 1 game by Coach Vic and his squad, you look at the second chance points, that is a huge disparity, 25-7. That's because they were down on the boards massively, 20-5, created mostly by Marquis. So that's something that they will address for sure, even though they're coming up against a smaller team in Manila. But a guy to look out for on the offensive glass for Manila is not Coseo. So for sure, you have he has his name or his number marked sa Zamboanga in terms of the offensive glass.
Well, Conseo was the previous game's best player para sa Manila Stars. Now let's talk about that previous game, no, where they only had 9 players ready to suit up for them. It was against Quezon City, but they still won it by 10.
It was an inspirational win para sa kanila. And you look at the numbers right here, pretty much similar, but yung free throws, to me, the most impressive one, because as you mentioned, 9 players, 7 out of the 9 players at least had 4 attempts, you know, sa free throws, and mostly were makes. That's a very good clip, 80%. Now the bench points, malaking disparity, pero kasi dahil siyam lang sila, I think clearly, no, mas lalamang talaga ang QC doon. Pero kahit lumamang sila ron, lumamang naman sa starter points itong Manila.
That's for sure. Now let's talk about the numbers for these two squads, ang ating point differentials per team, rebounds, assists, and bench points.
And there's a reason why Zamboanga is one of the top-tier teams we have in this league. Similar to Nueva Ecija, 90 points per game. Points allowed, similar din. Nasa ganyan din ang Nueva Ecija. Manila, on the other hand, you know, couple weeks ago, hindi pa ganyan yung numerong yan. Mas mataas pa yung points allowed kesa sa points scored. Now, gaining a little bit momentum, roster, they have some promising players in Liwag and even si Coseo. That backcourt of theirs is, to me, underrated. Marvin Lee and Roldan Sara both had 19 and 18 points respectively. So if you're Zamboanga, this is not a game you should take for granted, but a game you should take seriously.
Zamboanga looking to stay undefeated. The Manila Stars looking to ride on that 3-game winning streak. Can they get their 4th straight victory here at home? That is the question as we send you to Richard Tapos for our starting lineups.
You'll be catching another exciting ball game here at Paco Arena. It's the Zamboanga versus your Manila Stars on the OK Bet Manny Pacquiao's Mpbl 4th season, presented by Extreme. Let's make way for the starting units, beginning with Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines.
Are you ready?
Forward number 1, Tosi Tancinco. Guard number 16, Ervin Palencia. Small forward number 17, Japs Bautista. Starting at guard number 19, JV Marcelino. Playing center number 23, Chris Dumapig. Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines head coach is Vicky Casiano. Assistant coaches, Hubert De Los Santos, Leo Pujante, Kevin De Castro, Jake Aglaron, and Kat Tenorio. And now, the starting five for your Manila David and Ross Construction Stars. Power forward number 99, Waki Mariano. Starting at guard number 1, Dan Sara. Also at guard number 9, Marvin Lee. Coming in at center number 30, Ronnie Matias. Small forward number 23, from Barangay 237, Tondo, Manila, your very own Julius Manalo. Manila David and Ross Construction Stars is led by Maximino Dayandante Jr. His assistants are Brit Roma, Ricky Alcantara, PJ Del Rosario, Mickey Roldan, and Aldrin Lunas. Team manager, Ado Salazar. Team governor, Joey Simanes.
Starting fives
Raymond
for
Ang and
Zamboanga
Emilio
in Manila, Ervin Palencia, JV Marcelino, Chris Dumapig, Rantan Cinco, and Japs Bautista in the absence of JC Marcelino and Mon Mabayo. Then for Manila, the same starters from their previous game against Quezon City with Marvin Lee, Dan Sara, Ronnie Matias, Waki Mariano, and they also have Julius Manalo on the floor. Again, the Manila Stars looking for their 4th straight victory. Zamboanga looking for the 9th straight victory as they try to stay undefeated here in the MPBL. JV Marcelino with the opening bucket.
Akala ko ba wala si Marcelino eh, nandyan naman.
Yung isang Marcelino.
Opens up the game with a nice looking jumper right there. Interesting matchup to me is two players not on the basketball floor right now, and that is Nat Consejo and also Adi Santos. I think when these two guys come in, they provide a lot of spark for their teams respectively. Adi Santos, his energy, especially on the boards. Nat Consejo, same thing, but his skill offensively really makes him more a dynamic team, especially pag magkasabay sila ni Liwag. Those are two young talents, by the way.
Adi Santos had 10 points in their previous game. Nat Consejo, 17 points and 8 rebounds. Was their best player in their previous outing. And to your point, Alan Liwag, who you were pinapares mo kay Nat Consejo, hindi siya nakapaglaro in the previous game. So, pretty sure he's very much excited to get back on track here for Manila. We thank you for joining us in your 3rd game of your MPBL Tuesday. It's Mix Gomez at your service alongside Coach Christian Luanzon and Gianna Llanes. Dan Sara looking for Marvin Lee at 19 big points in their previous game, missing on his first attempt. It's Japs Bautista. Pass inside, beautiful feed to Dumapig.
Nice Statue of Liberty pass right there by Bautista. I've always liked the game of Japs Bautista. One of the more solid offensive and defensive players we have, and also a smart player. And that was an example of it. That first play of his dito sa laro.
There's Waki Mariano. You know he has that range. One of the revelations here in the MPBL. Everyone was surprised when they saw, yung shooting form ni Waki Mariano. But let's take a look at this replay first. The patience of Japs Bautista locating Chris Dumapig inside. Back to Mariano. There's that awkward looking shot from him. Then he hits 5 3-pointers in one game, 4 3-pointers in the next. And then Mika Abisamis tells this story about his leg, no, where he has a condition. Right now, let's take this time to listen in kay Gianna Llanes. G, go ahead.
Para sa Zamboanga ngayon. Once again, Migs and Christian, JC Marcelino and Mon Mabayo are resting daw para sa Zamboanga ngayon to be 100% for their upcoming games, while Jason Grimaldo and Jamo Egulos are still injured. Si Jeff Comia naman is mourning the recent passing of his sister. Coach Vic sharing that winning for Jeff is their biggest motivation for today and that the entire team will go straight to the wake after this game. Regarding missing players daw, sabi ni Coach Vic, magandang lesson ito sa boys na maglalaro ngayon. In his words, this will determine how ready each of my players are to step up. We're trusting the process. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Gianna. Our thoughts and prayers go to Jeff Comia and his family. Jeff is obviously a very important part of this Zamboanga team. And there's JC Marcelino and Mon Mabayo on your screen. A lot of absences against the Manila Stars. Certainly a good chance for the home team to defend their home court.
Sanay na sila dyan. Last game nga, siyam na manlalaro, nanalo sila eh. Wala na silang excuse. Ang difference lang, mas mabigat yung kalaban nila ngayon. Zamboanga, 8-0 lang naman. As Erwin Palencia adds more to their scoring board, 8-2 with this early 6-point lead.
Balik tayo sa kabila. Here's Joaquin Mariano. Tumalabas si Dan Sara. Fires the three. That's too strong. Great effort by Ronnie Matias. Able to save it to Dan Sara. Down the middle he goes. No go. Rebound Dumapig. Forward pass. Bautista on to Tancinco.
Again, the smarts of Japs Bautista. Credit Erwin Palencia for the hockey assist. That beautiful forward pass. But to give it up right away, this is just beautiful, fast break. The ball didn't even hit the ground.
Exactly. No dribbles needed para sa Zamboanga to score that basket. They open up with an 8-point lead here. And almost 4 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. Back here in the Paco Arena in Manila, Zamboanga on the road against the red-hot Manila Stars. Right now, it's the road team with an 8-point lead, 10-2, 6 minutes remaining in the first. Here's Joaquin Mariano, the spin, left-handed layup is good.
What a beautiful move by Joaquin Mariano. Spin move on the second move and finishes Saliwa, no? With the left hand. 4 points lahat sa kanya.
Joaquin Mariano, product of LaSalle Zobel before going to Endran, where you just mentioned to me before the coverage that he graduated summa cum laude.
I believe it's either summa cum laude or cum laude. Nonetheless, whatever the cum laude is, if you're an athlete especially, okay, and then cum laude ka, makapasa ka nga lang eh. To be honest, makapasa ka nga lang. That's a big achievement already, considering the time, the sacrifice, and commitment. What a move by Mariano as we talk about him.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win, Joaquin Mariano. Nakampi niya dati sina Aljun Melesio sa De La Salle Zobel. Had high praises from his former teammates Mark Rosario and Jan Sobrevega, who now play for the Makati Kingpins. Then we talked about him playing for Enderan. Talked about him graduating as cum laude. This is actually his Mpbl success story, in his words, no? Because, again, he had that condition on his right leg that made his shooting ability look a little bit awkward, but it's still there. And right now, he's such a big piece para sa Manila Stars.
It's always crucial, no, for a player to be surrounded and influenced by solid coaches. And like si Mariano, high school coach, panahon nga nila Aljun Melesio, Noah Webb also was a part of that team, coached by Coach Boris Aldeguer and his tremendous staff. And at the same time, pag-graduate niya, Enderan, led by Coach Pipo Nondu, who's a solid guy himself. I believe si Coach Topex, inabot niya rin doon, possibly. No, because Coach Topex has his stint also there with Enderan. So, it's always an advantage for players when you have solid coaches like that in your life. It really contributes and helps to your growth and success on and off the court, just like Mariano.
Coach Max Diadante's turn right now to continue to hone si Joaquin Mariano, who dove on the floor and eventually ended up to a whistle from the referees. Now it's going to be a sideline inbound para kay Julius Manalo. Right now, the lead is 4 points para sa Zamboanga, 10-6. 4 minutes and 48 in the opening quarter. Mini huddle right there para sa Manila Stars. Pasok dito si Marvin Lee. Go alongside Mark Yu, Aaron Aban, Ronnie Matias, and Joaquin Mariano. Being defended by JV Marcelino, Japs Bautista, Ralph Tansico, Chris Lumapig, and Irvin Palencia.
Great to see former teammate of mine you just mentioned, Aaron Aban. Good friend also. We were drafted the same year by the same team. First round was Alaska. Si Aaron, second round kami. And we used to call him Boy Bakal. He was called Boy Bakal.
Boy Bakal.
Boy Bakal. Literal, kulang na lang literal kumain ng weights yan. He has that famous story in Letran wherein, you know, they won a championship led by Coach Louis Alas. And there's this famous story that Coach Louis Alas was forced to close the weights room dahil sa sobrang addict mag-workout nitong si Aaron Aban.
Wow!
Well, kahit pa paano, medyo there are glimpses of that, but 10-15 years ago, his body, I tell you, was like a sculpture.
Well, he still looks good right now, no?
Ay, hindi, sumasakit na raw yung likod. Sabi ko sa akin.
Sumasakit na likod.
Sabi ko, pare, tangka naman. Ayoko na gaw, sakit na likod ko.
I wonder how his treatment at the weight room has changed through time.
I wonder how his treatment to his weight without the room has changed through, especially the last 2 years, as Irvin Palencia continues to add on to his scoring.
It's 12-6 now. Ronnie Matias showing us some moves inside. Could not score. Rebound Dumapig. Zamboanga, even though they do not have Mon Mabayo and JC Marcelino, they're off to a good start. JV hanging in the air, just could not get the basket to go.
Nakakatuwa yung mga sigaw ng tao, no? Kahit na they're the away team here, and you just heard that slight wow from the crowd. This was the nice stop on the dime play, a little fake to the left, knocked down by Palencia.
3 minutes and 28 in the opening quarter. 12-6 our score. Here's Nat Conseo. We mentioned his great play in their previous outing at 17 points. Tansico now inside. That's basket and one.
That pick and pop play is really the specialty of Tansico because you respect his shot so much. The defense is forced on a mini closeout error right here, even though Mariano was in step with him. That little opening strong to his right was just enough for him with a nice finish for the 2+1 coming up.
Ralph Tansico actually made that game-winning steal and layup against Bacolod. That come from behind victory, where they had a 9-0 run in the last 3 minutes. seeing very important minutes with the injury to Mon Mabayo. Now, I always ask the analysts this, no, Coach Chris.
It better be an easy question.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an easy question for you. But do you see Zamboanga as the favorites coming out of the South Division? Kasi may Batangas pa dyan, may Sarangani pa, and Bacolod as well, even Rizal.
Well, at this point, I would say one of the favorites because you can't discount also the chip on his shoulder, so to speak, by Coach Cholo Villanueva. I think, you know, he's been waiting for seasons to get over the hump. His first season in Makati, a bit of an upset against a lower seed in Quezon City, I believe. And then had a little bit of a drama with his last season with Makati. Now, a new story here in with Batangas, rather. Again, one of 3 unbeaten teams kasama itong Nueva Ecija. But you can't discount also the other teams you mentioned. I think Sarangani has been very impressive. Obviously, Kit Jimenez has been more than just been a YouTube sensation so far. He's been showing time and time again. He's had, some good games, some bad games, and some fantastic games. And that's part of the growth of a player here sa Mpbl. You just gotta love his story of how he came to be and the impact he's having, not only with his team, but also in the league. So, the question is, pagdating sa dulo, for all of the teams, will they be healthy enough? First and foremost, health is obviously the number one concern of any team in a professional league. And then, pagdating ng panahon ngayon, okay, if assuming the best scenario, all teams are complete, doon na magkakaalaman. Especially, pagdating sa mga one-time na magkikita sila sa mga elimination games, it gives you sort of like a measuring stick kahit papano. So I think that has yet to be seen to your question.
Thank you for answering that. Japs Bautista making a basket. And to your point, hindi pa naghaharap ang Batangas at ang Zamboanga.
Exactly.
Pati ang Batangas and Sarangani, long way to go. Just wanted to ask that, for the sake of the fans who are, of course, very excited for these Titans in the MPBL, these powerhouses being formed, at the top of the South Division. 16-6 our score, 2 minutes and 23 in the opening quarter. Inside scoring natin, 10 for Zamboanga, 4 for Manila. Here's Cosejo. Battle for the loose ball. It ended up with Liwag, but not enough time right there for Manila.
Only a 6-point quarter scoring-wise para sa Manila. 2 minutes remaining. They need a stop right here to add more to their scoring on the other end.
Wow.
But that's not going to help. A breakdown early on from the high wing on the left side, Marcelino. Well, he is lightning quick.
It's a beautiful crossover and the feed at the last second. Lead is up to 12 now. Manila fresh off that win against Quezon City with 9 players. Can they bounce back? Cosejo making a basket.
Push shot. Very nice from the free throw line by Cosejo for their 8th point. Good fake. Santos, good cut, good finish. Good pass, Chito Jaime.
Chito Jaime, the oldest player in that Zamboanga
Don't say that.
At 39 years old. Proving us what he still can do at that age.
It's just a number.
8 assists para sa Zamboanga. Turnover right there. Aaron Aban, beautiful fake, basket and 1.
Something that we've always said, the shot fake can be a deadly weapon, and this time so deadly, 2 people jumped in the air. Aaron Aban says, "Excuse me."
Didn't even bend his knees on that play.
Well, that's something 38, 39-year-old people do.
Kala ko ba, don't mention age. Aaron Aban. Talagang malayo siya mag-free throw no? Step behind that free throw line. It's good at 22-11. Minute and 6 remaining for the end of one. The Choi Ignacio, one of the home drones of Zamboanga. Ignacio actually had a breakout game in the previous times that we were in Zamboanga back in the Lacan season. Chito Jaime, too strong, rebound, ends up with Ignacio. 9 point lead for Zamboanga, 44 seconds remaining. Eden Zelda. Kick. Chino Mosqueda, 1-2, he puts it in.
Chino Mosqueda is a big guard that really knows how to play. He used to be quicker before his injuries years ago, but a guy that can definitely lead your team and finish at the basket. Beautiful sidestep move.
Here's that Cosejo. Hook shot is good. Second time that he's going to score from that angle.
Hindi po instant replay yon, panibagong tira yon, ibang angulo lamang na parehas. Consejo, Ignacio, quick three right there dahil matatapos na yung quarter, may foul pa.
Yeah, that whistle was blown before the buzzer sounded. But it was a strong start by the Zamboanga family's brand sardines. No JC Marcelino, no problem, because JV is there, pulling up, making layups as well for the white shirts.
This was certainly a quarter for Zamboanga because aside from the 9-point lead, they really dictated the pace of this game, starting on defense, which translated into fast break opportunities. And Irvin Palencia off to a quick start himself, scoring-wise 6 of the 22 points. And that's why Zamboanga able to break that 20-point scoring margin early on.
All right, 9-point lead, 22-13 in favor of Zamboanga after one. Back here in the Paco Arena in Manila for your Mpbl Tuesday. Third game at hand, the Zamboanga family's brand sardines on the road against the Manila Stars. Zamboanga looking to stay undefeated, currently at 8-0, number 2 in the South Division. On the other end of Manila Stars, 4-5, a 3-game winning streak for their squad, number 6 in the North. Nick Gomez at your service alongside Coach Christian Nuanzon and Gianna Llanes. As we begin our second quarter, may pinapabati si Richard Tampos, ang ating arena announcer. Congratulations to Congressman Manix Dalipe of 2nd District of Zamboanga as the new majority floor leader of the 17th Congress. Greetings to Mayor John Dalipe and Congressman Kaimer Olaso. Gandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. First quarter field goal shooting natin, +6 para sa Zamboanga. 11 out of 19 kontra sa 5 out of 19 ng Manila Stars. Slow start for the home team after they actually started off very well in the previous game against Quezon City. Let's take this time to listen in kay Gianna Llanes. G, go ahead.
Migs and Christian, as I mentioned earlier, Gary David and Joseph Yu are not present for the Manila Stars today, pero reactivated naman si Alan Liwag. Aware daw si Coach Maxine na standing-wise silang underdog ngayon. Pero pinapaalala niya sa kupunan niya na huwag ilagay sa isipan ng mga kalaban na hindi nila kaya at hindi kaya ng Stars manalo. He even told them, come on, ito dapat ang unang talo ng Zamboanga. So before this quarter, he actually told his boys to look at the audience for motivation dahil lahat daw ng players niya ay may family members rooting for them sa venue ngayon. Back to you guys.
It's always a great sign for you to see your family members at the sidelines, and for Alan Liwag, who was just inserted in the ball game, scored his first 2 points. Shot clock winding down here in the second frame. recovery by Cosejo. Referees had 2 different calls.
Well, one thing that Manila has to do much better is getting quality looks at the basket, especially after they run the initial part of their offense. It feels to me that after 2 or 3 passes, pag wala nang, di na nila napupuntahan yung gusto nilang puntahan, you know, that secondary option is not available. So they have to do a better job of either creating advantages for themselves or trying to move and create spacing for each other para at least magkaroon sila ng magandang look sa basket.
Dansana trying to make something happen here. Step back, and he gets the foul.
Or do a pump fake and try to make somebody go up in the air and foul bait tulad ng ginawa ni Dan Sara.
Dan Sara was the former leading scorer of the Bulacan Cuyas back in 2019 before he was traded to Batangas for Lester Alvarez.
Also an NCAA champion. Nakadalawa yata yan kung di ako nagkakamali. San Beda.
Right now, a lot on his shoulders para sa Manila Stars. Dami rin pagbabago ng Coach Chris sa lineup ng Manila. They lost a lot of big names. Aris Junicio, Chris Bitoon. Total rebuild. And a new coach as well. And Coach Max Dayandante.
Having a basketball team really is no different than having a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Wow!
Life has to move on.
Wow! Coach Chris, I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life. That quote?
I tell you. I tell you. At wala mong hugot nito. Okay? I've been happily married for the last 15 years. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna go ahead and ask you about your love life, Coach.
And that was actually a segue, to my wife Marie, if you're watching.
Ate Marie, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Shout out to your 3 sons. As a boy dad, Coach Christian. 22-17, no? As Marvin Lee will go to the line. Pati din natin, no, si Nini Arquiza, the Zamboanga team manager. Magandang gabi po sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood.
Kasama mo na dyan si Leo Avenido. Nanonood sila kanya may bahay, si Joy.
Si Leo, I'm sure na naabutan din ni Aero Naban yan, no? Leo Avenido.
Definitely.
And all 3 of you played in the ABL at some point, right?
We did. But Aaron, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did. For San Miguel Ala, Pilipinas. In their last season, he was a part of that lineup.
Yeah.
Oh, Marvin Lee making a 3 here, tying things up at 22 all.
Pero nag-champion ba sila nun?
Before.
Before, no? Kasi kami nila yun, nag-champion kami. San Miguel din kami. Kaya hindi ko
tatanungin ko ba kung kailan yun?
2013.
2013.
We had a 40-year-old MVP in Asi Taulava.
This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Marvin Lee getting some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Well, Gianna just mentioned, no, that they want to be able to capitalize on having that home crowd here at the Paco Arena. 22 all, 7 minutes and 43. Sara, pass to Liwag, that's short. Retrieved by Zamboanga. Missed right there on the layup. Adi Santos on the putback, he's fouled.
Diyan mo maasahan si Adi Santos, no, not giving up on the play. Not missing a well-contested layup by a blue shirt. No, Dabi rather. But Adi Santos able to clean it up and have an opportunity at the line.
Adi Santos, the previous game, had 10 points in Bacolod. And speaking of Bacolod, Coach Chris, bumabati. Paano ba? Nagpapabati. Yun, tama. Nagpapabati, of course, si Uncle Roger Montalvo. Who welcomed us in Bacolod a couple of years back. Gandang gabi po sa inyo, Uncle Roger. Another whistle here. Some push against John Lopez, who used to play for Manila.
I remember, yeah.
Now he's playing for Zamboanga.
They had sort of like that twin towers sila ni Mark Cruz.
Mark Cruz.
Yeah.
May ano pa sila nun eh, parang
May Espinas pa sila nun.
Backlin Sabilina.
Sabilina.
Remember him?
Right.
Very lengthy player. That was a strong Manila Star squad. Second free throw para kay Nat Cosejo. That's good. Former EAC General. 23 all. Manila slowly but surely able to climb back in our ball game.
Little zone right here by Manila. 3-2 zone, I believe.
JV Marcelino, inside they go. Lopez with a hook shot.
That was well defended. Ang ganda nung pag-wall up nitong si Liwag. Lopez, better offense para sa kanya. Uses the glass for the finish.
Under 7 minutes here in the second. Manila, they have been behind all game long. Ball tapped away. It's going to be a baseline inbound para kay Milan Vargas.
A strong start to the quarter so far. Approaching almost halfway. Manila 9-1 so far. Can add on is Dan Sara, but Marvin Lee getting the offensive rebound. Another crack at it is Manila.
Stan Sara, 2 screens up top, goes to the right. Bounce pass inside. Kick out. Liwag with the fake. 1 second to go. Liwag. He loses time. It's a shot clock violation.
A little too tight in terms of spacing that time. Almost all 5 shirts on the right side of the floor. And that is much easier to defend. Able to get the stop to force the 24-second violation. Here's Zamboanga.
Still back with that zone. They played this against Quezon City as well with that box and that player in the middle stretching from top of the key.
They're having Liwag as like a zoner inside the paint.
And he gets the ball now. Forward pass to Marvin Lee. Clear path to the rim. Fake. And an easy basket for Marvin Lee.
Now what a beautiful lob pass by Liwag. Marvin Lee with a beautiful up fake and finish to tie this game.
Kabila tayo. Decoy Lopez. Oh, he makes a jump shot.
Confident looking shot right there. As soon as he saw he was wide open, did not even hesitate to take it. Lopez, 5 straight points here in this quarter.
Immediate impact with the big guy. Ronnie Matias. Pass inside. Liwag on the turnaround. He gets the bounce.
I always say, and coaches say to big men, if you want to get open, be a good screener. Liwag showed it right there. Beautiful back pick to get open. And beautiful finish showing the touch.
Turnover right here para kay JV Marcelino. Joaquim Mariano checking back in para kay Allen Liwag. As you take a look at the replay, Decoy Lopez with all the confidence in the world shooting that straightaway 3, and then on the other end moving off the ball is Allen Liwag. Great pass as well mula kay Ronnie Matias. Halfway through the second quarter, turnover story 6-4 in favor of Manila. 9 on the shot clock. Dan Sara, screen to the left, 2 dribbles, pull up is good.
Ang ganda ng adjustment nitong Manila on that play. We talked about their secondary offense. Primary was they're looking for the mismatch. Kay Consejo, Marcelino, decent job of defending it. They end up in a horns play. Sara finishes it off the screen with a jumper.
Zelda cannot answer back. Here's Marvin Lee. Now they're up by 1 after being down the start of this ball game. Dan Sara with 6 points. Here he is once more. Kick out. Mariano, you know he has that shot. It's too strong. Forward pass. Great interception. And there's the foul against Dan Sara.
And that was a good foul by Dan Sara because he knew kung hindi niya makuha yung basketball, siguradong fast break na yon ng Zamboanga.
Zamboanga did have guys ahead on that play. Manila holding on to a 1-point lead here after that pull-up jump shot by Dan Sara. It's 29-28, 4 minutes and 7 remaining before halftime. This timeout is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. Babalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Third game on a Tuesday here in the Paco Arena in Manila. The Stars are looking for their 4th straight victory as they try to even things out in their standings at 500. They are currently at 4 wins and 5 losses. Zamboanga 8-0 on the other end, number 2 in the South Division. Again, Zamboanga will visit Nueva Ecija next month in the battle of two titans in the Mpbl. It's the Rice Vanguards against the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines, all the way in Palayan City. Shot clock winding down. Marcelino had to fire, did not hit the rim. That's why it is a shot clock violation for the White Shirts.
Manila comes up with a stop right there, and they could extend more of this lead. Obviously, a better quarter for Manila, not only scoring-wise, outscoring Zamboanga 16-6, but also defensive-wise. That's what part of the evidence, the 24-second shot clock. And Ronnie Machas joining the Manila show with his first field goal in this game.
Turnaround shot for the Manila show.
That's a professional move right there.
31-28. John Mahari, too strong. That's ball out of bounds. Off of Zamboanga side of Stabi. Balik dito si Irvin Palencia. Take a look at that smooth looking jump shot by Ronnie Matias. Nothing more to say. 31-28, 3 minutes and change. Balik tayo kay Ronnie Matias. Kick out to Dan Sara. No go. Rebound Palencia. Now they're down by 3. Irvin. JV Marcelino. Pass inside to Dumapig. Help defender is there. Turnover is forced. And this is the favorite of Mark Yu. The fast break. YouTube. They go to Dan Sara. 12 on the shot clock. Mariana thought about it. Here's Ronnie. Matias is open. Yes, sir. Five points para kay Ronnie Matias.
A terrific job of not forcing the play. Is Mariano able to attract the defense on a simple drive? Ronnie Matias, second straight field goal. 5 points in the last minute.
Almost a steal by Manila. Recovery for Zamboanga. Marcelino, that's short. Rebound, Mark Yu. Manila up by 6 and they have the momentum. Here's Matias. Again. That time it's short.
That would have felt great for Ronnie Matias. Nakataas na yung kamay ng buong bench ng Manila eh.
For the whole crowd as well here in the Paco Arena. Hook shot is good para kay Jamie Marcelino.
And that's a big basket, at least to stop that little momentum that Manila, as we felt it in the last minute. Now let's see if they can come up with a stop right here.
34-30. Matias asking for some movement. There's a foul on the floor. We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OK Bet. On the win, JV Marcelino playing without his brother, getting that hook shot to go. Second time that he has done it in the ball game so far. Free throws para kay Dan Sara. First one is good. Sara averaging almost 30 minutes per ball game, 10th best in the league on 2.3 3-point shots made as well. Wow.
And he has worked his way into shape, by the way, looking much better visually and also by movement itong si Dan Sara, at least compared to the last time I saw him last month or maybe 5 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Ganun kabilis, ah. That's 5. Hook shot is short. Chance for Manila.
Ano ko ba? Meron niyang how to lose a guy in 10 days.
I wonder how many pounds he lost in 5 weeks. JV, the spin, the pass, kick out. That's 5 for 3. That's too strong. Rebound Palencia. They're down by 6 here. Shot clock at 9. Mahari with a fake. They go back out. Palencia inside to Dumapig. Beautiful feed right there.
Terrific unselfish play by Irvin Palencia. He obviously had a shot right there, but he saw his big guy inside with a higher percentage look, and Dumapig, hindi naman siya pinahiya. Eto, balik sa 4 ng kalamangan ng Manila.
With 28 seconds remaining here in the second, what have you seen from the Stars? Yung maganda nilang nagawa that gave them this turnaround in the second quarter.
Well, better offensive execution and better energy in the second quarter. Yung energy na yun, halos non-existent nung first quarter, kaya outscored sila 22-13. We talked about this, you know, their initiation sa offense, pag walang napupuntahan, ends up in a rush shot, and we've seen evidence especially in the midway ng second quarter, wherein kahit hindi nila napupuntahan yung gusto nila, still able to create things like Ronnie Matias created something for himself, and at the same time after that, Mariano creating something for him. Kaya 5 straight points si Ronnie Matias, no, and even guys like Mariano and Marvin Lee coming off those screens, able to open up his teammates.
Third game at hand, you saw the game 1 result of Vicia winning against Bacoor. Then in the second game, Valenzuela victorious. That was against the Jensen Warriors. 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. 36-32. Manila with a 4-point lead. There's Ronnie Matias. Lumalabas si Marvin Lee. 5 on the shot clock. Step back 3. That was a tough one. 4 seconds remaining. Josh Bautista could not handle that basketball.
They designed the play single, double, or floppy, you know, for Sara and Marvin Lee, those two backcourt coming off screens, one towards the right, one towards the left. Not enough space go for Marvin Lee, which forced him to take a tough shot.
Pass inside. Stolen away by JV Marcelino. That's going to do it, folks, for our first 2 quarters of play here in the Paco Arena. The last game of your Mpbl Tuesday. Zamboanga looking to stay undefeated, but they now face a 4-point deficit against the Manila Stars, who look to win their 4th straight game here in the Mpbl. Great start by Zamboanga, but the recovery was there for Manila, who take control in the second quarter. They're currently at 4-5. They try to even things out to get an even 500 in the standings, to the expense of the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines, who are playing without JC Marcelino and Mon Mabayo, alongside Jason Grimaldo and Jamo Eguilos. Manila Stars with a 4-point lead. thanks to their wonderful execution in the second quarter, as pointed out by Coach Christian. And kasama ni Gianna Llanes, si Nat Cosejo.
Yes, Nat, you were down in the first quarter pero nakahabol kayo during the second quarter. Before the second quarter, ano yung sinabi niyo sa isa't isa para makuha yung momentum?
Siguro yung defense namin, dapat ibayan namin yung defense tsaka yung individual defense. Dapat ibigay namin yung 100%. So, yun nga, nagbunga yung defense namin kaya kailangan namin ituloy-tuloy lang para makuha yung panalo.
And kunento nga ni Coach Maxi na for all of you players, may family members kayo ngayon sa audience dahil ito nga ang home court nyo. Paano yung nakakatulong sa laro nyo?
Siguro malaking tulong kasi nandyan sila para mag-cheer tsaka sumuporta. Kaya maraming salamat sa kanila.
Thank you very much as well. That's Nat Consejo of the Manila Stars. The MPBL will return after this break. Pilipinas Basketball League games. We are down to our last game for tonight, and that's between the Zamboanga Family Brand Sardines and the Manila Stars. The score is 36-32 in favor of the Manila Stars. Nag-usapan naman po natin ngayon ang team manager nila, si Sir Ryan David Rojas, at ang marketing manager rin po ng Zamboanga, Sir Ram Francisco Irahag. Sir Ryan, I will start with you po. Of course, the standings, underdog nga ang koponan nyo for today's game. But they're doing great so far, so what would you have to say about that?
Ito, napaka-challenging yung game namin ngayon kasi yung Zamboanga undefeated. Pero yun, bilog ang bola. Laban lang kami.
And I know you're very hands-on rin with your team, parang magkabarkada nga at kayong lahat. So, what have you been doing para ma-improve sila, hindi lang physically, pero mentally rin?
Yun, ini-enjoy lang namin yung team. Tiwala kami sa sistema ni coach, tsaka ng mga players. Yun lang. Laban lang kami.
And Sir Ryan, we are at your team's home court tonight. So pasalamatan nyo naman po lahat ng pumunta to support their home team and everybody watching as well supporting the Manila Stars.
Nagpapasalamat kami sa lahat ng mga sumuporta sa Manila, mga pumunta, tsaka sa David Rojas Construction family.
Thank you once again. That was Sir Ryan David Rojas, the team manager of the Manila Stars. Ngayon naman po kausapin natin ang marketing manager of the Zamboanga Family Brand Sardines, Sir Ram Francisco Iraham. Sir Ram, your team is undefeated. Ano naman reaction ng fans ng koponan nyo with their team's winning streak so far?
Well, first of all, masayang-masaya ang hometown namin because of our record, 8-0. And ito yung pinapakita nilang magandang chemistry on and off the court. And with the support of our fans, our team owners, and the city officials in Zamboanga, kaya ganun po yung resulta. And hopefully, tuloy-tuloy.
And And kwento actually ni Coach Vic kanina that your team's mantra is that we are family. Of course, going with your team name as well. Bakit po mahalaga na i-embody yung mantra na yon, hindi lang between the team but with your fans as well?
From our brand alone, Family's Brand Sardines. So, balihalata naman, yung mga players, para mga brothers lang, they have this chemistry on and off the court nga, kumbaga. So, chill lang, and then they just play hard during practice games and during the game.
And Sir Ram, I actually lived in Zamboanga for a couple of months this year. It's absolutely beautiful there. I also know that the people there love their basketball. I know you have an upcoming home game. Imbitahin nyo naman po lahat ng fans nyo.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say good evening to all the Zamboangueño fans around the world, and of course in Zamboanga City. Don't forget, our home game will be on September 20. There will be 6 teams coming over there. Tatlong laro yun. So, kita-kita tayo doon. And I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to our Mayor, Yorme Jan Dalipe, to our Congressman Manix Dalipe and Kimer Olaso, and to all the fans in Zamboanga City. My wife, my 2 children, good evening. Arriba, Zamboanga.
Thank you very much, Sir Ram and Sir Ryan. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League after this break.
Halftime between Zamboanga and Manila. The family's brand Sardines actually led by as much as 12 points, 18-6. But the Manila Stars able to recover in the second half of the second quarter. Able to lead by as much as 6 points. Now they hold on to this 4-point lead at halftime.
Well, a slow start by Manila playing in their home floor down by 9 after 10 minutes of play. Pero, kumbaga, nagpalit ng damit. Ganun kabilis yung naging pagbabago ng second quarter. It was 9-1 the first 4-5 minutes ng second quarter. And one of the reasons why they were able to do that, I thought, was because they simply shared the basketball and executed better. And one of the beneficiaries of that was this guy who passed the basketball to Allen Liwag. No, who had 4 points in the ball game. Ronnie Machas, 5 straight points in that 2-minute mark. Able to create a little bit of a cushion para sa kanilang koponan. You see Zamboanga even shooting much better, 45 compared to 35%. Manila out-rebounding a bigger and more, I would say aggressive rebounding team in Zamboanga, but not so aggressive in that first half. Fast break points, Manila taking advantage of that as well. I thought they did a good job of being selective in their fast breaks. And bench points, parehas, both teams having a dozen across the board.
Leading scorers, Dan Sara with 8 points, Waki Mariano and Irvin Palencia with 6 respectively. 4 players in 5 points right now. Adi Santos, Decoy Lopez, Marvin Lee, and Ronnie Matias, and Chris Dumapig with 4 points para sa Zamboanga Family's brand sardines. Again, Zamboanga is looking to stay undefeated. They are currently at 8-0, number 2 in the South Division behind Batangas. Manila on the other end, they are at 4-5 with 3 straight wins, number 6 in the North. As we take this time to listen to Gianna Llanes.
Bago mag-umpisa ang laro, kunwento ni Coach Vic na pinagbabawalan niya ang kuponan niya isipin ang winning streak nila. He said that they can only acknowledge an achievement like that after eliminations para walang pressure ngayon, and he's further trying to ease his boys now by telling them that they really just have to trust their instincts at this point. Ngayon daw ang panahon na maging shooter at defensive player silang lahat, telling them na huwag magdepende sa isa lang na teammate. He reminds them, pamilya tayo, ipakita niyo sa laro ngayon. Back to you guys.
Now really is the time to step up and to work as a family with the absence of your star player, JC Marcelino alongside Jason Grimaldo, Jaymoy Gilos.
Nandiyan naman yung kalahati.
And Mon Babayo, yung kalahating star player na si JB. Who on the floor right now is being joined by Chris Dumapig, si Ralph Tancinco, Jas Bautista, and Irvin Palencia. On the other end is Ronnie Matias, Marvin Lee, Aaron Aban, Dan Sara, and Waki Mariano.
And quickly, Manila trying to start off where they left off, which is Ronnie Machas, as we mentioned, had those 5 straight points. Had himself a little bit of a rhythm, might have been 8 straight. The top of the key, he missed short, no, that open shot. But if you're Chris Dumapig, the defense really starts off the ball. He has to force Ronnie Machas to push him out, or maybe a 3/4 denial to make him work of getting the ball before he puts himself in a much difficult position of defending him on the ball.
Quick shot by Jas Bautista does not go in. Manila now with a 6-point lead. Dan Sara goes to Marvin Lee and now to the post. Here's Aaron Aban. Shot clock at 10. Sara, catch and fire. Oh, he puts it in.
And the same way I said of what Dumapig should do, same way for Japs Bautista defending the post. Because Manila, I would say 50% of their plays came off that post option in that first half. Aaron Aban clearly was looking to pass and waiting for that open guy off the ball like Roldan Sara, which they were able to execute.
To your point, in the first half, Aaron Aban was Ronnie Matias giving that basketball up. Dan Sara on the receiving end, making it all worth it for Manila. 9-point lead right now for the Stars. And what can be the first loss of the season for Zamboanga should this continue? Oh, great block right there. Courtesy of Chris Dumapig. Chance for Zamboanga. Japs Bautista will miss. Tancinco is there. Basket and one.
Long rebounds, long shots rather, equates to long rebounds. And this block right here was like the outlet pass to Irvin Palencia, who had a head of steam. You see 4 white shirts against blue ones. And the white shirts taking advantage, and they get the possession off the miss. Hang time.
JB Marcelino just could not convert on that. Seems like there seems to be, Coach Krishno, a portion of the crowd who are JB Marcelino fans. Doon lang sila humihiyaw.
Pangalawang beses na yan,
Oo, no? Naki-JB lang sila humihiyaw. Anyway, it's 41-34. 8 minutes and 25 here in the third. Dan Sara looking for Ronnie Matias. Back at the post. Matias. Pass to Aban. Turnaround shot. No go. Oh, it ends up with Ronnie Matias for 2.
Might have gotten away with a push right there, pero kung walang pito, play goes on. And Ronnie Matias, you can see the look on his face. He's really looking to play tonight.
Chris Dumapig, babawi sa kabila for Zamboanga.
And that's where Dumapig is at his best. Pretty much underneath the rim. Pretty much unstoppable pag nakuha niya na yung bola ron.
Balik sa poste, Aaron Aban onto Matias at the middle. Great move.
Off the ball, very important. You see, people don't realize, Migs, it is more difficult to defend off the ball rather than defending on the ball. The guy defending on the ball, ang dinidepensa mo lang, ang concentration mo lang nandun sa bola. Off the ball, you're guarding pretty much at least 2 people. And this one, the getaway by Ronnie Matias right here, Dumapig with a lapse of making him receive the ball.
Bringing that epic move of the game in partnership with OK Bet. Own the win. Stop right there for Manila. Chance to extend the lead to double figures. Dan Sara for 3. He's fouled, but that's 3 free throws to the delight of the crowd.
And you could just feel that Manila coming into this ball game. You know, pinakiramdaman muna itong Zamboanga. Pero after the second quarter, kaya pala namin lumamang. And third quarter, you just feel that they smell blood already. You know, and they're looking for the kill early in this third quarter. Kasi the last thing that you want is bigyan mo pa ng kumpiyansa itong Zamboanga. There's a reason why 8-0 itong team na to. And just like Nueva Ecija, they could flip that switch and turn on the Jets anytime.
But if you're Zamboanga, nasaan yung sense of urgency mo at this point?
It should be right now. Especially, you know, just like reported by Gianna, the names she mentioned missing in this game because of injury. So it's also an opportunity for the players who are not used to having those heavy minutes now prove themselves to Coach Vic and earn their trust.
And again, our thoughts and prayers go to Jeff Comia and his family. Just lost his sister. That's besides the loss of JC Marcelino, Mon Mabayo, Jason Grimaldo, and Jamo Aguilo. So a full 5 right there para sa Zamboanga that they do not have in this game. Turnover for the white shirts. Balik tayo sa Manila. 47-36. 6 minutes and 47 in the third frame. Here's Ronnie Matias again at the post. Looking for a teammate now. Dan Sara trying to create space. Step back 3. No go. Ends up with Zamboanga. Here's JB Marcelino. Onto Reden Celda who fires. And he puts it in.
Irvin Palencia saw that play as soon as he got the ball in half court. He knew that he had a trailing Celda, pero he knew also na hindi manggagaling sa kanya yung direct pass. Pero binawian kagad nitong si Marvin Lee, getting the shooter's bounce here in their home floor.
8 points para kay Marvin Lee. Had 19 big ones in their previous game on 5 3-point shots. Kick out, Tancinco. He can't answer back. Rebound belongs to JB Marcelino. Adi Santos still at it. Ball out of bounds in favor of Zamboanga.
But this was the break right here. That quick pass to Marcelino enabled Etong si Zelda to walk into that three. And this is just a beautiful flyby by Marvin Lee. And he's been doing that since he was wearing a yellow jersey back in his UAAP days.
Marvin Lee had an excellent UAAP season 81. Sila nila Renzo Subido and CJ Cancino that turned that UST program upside down. Foul here on the loose ball. It's against Joaquin Mariano. Zamboanga down by 11 here. In this third quarter, as you mentioned, nakaamoy ng dugo. Tama ba yun? Ang Manila, they extend their lead from 4 to double figures. Patsico, balik kay Palencia. They swing it over to JV. No go. Rebound. Battle for it.
A terrific box out. Block out by Liwag. Pero dahil jump ball ang tinawag, possession arrow points to the white shirts.
Another chance here for Zamboanga. Baseline inbound. Zelda is being joined by Santos, Marcelino, Tansico, and Palencia. Shot is too strong. Rebound, Allen Liwag. Chance for Manila. Sara onto Marvin Lee. Almost tapped away. Great save by Tansico. One guy ahead, and it's JV Marcelino for 2.
They're able to trim that lead down with that fast break into single digits. Mismatch on the post. It's a quick foul, smart foul by Irvin Palencia. Obviously was guarding a bigger guy, a taller guy. Ito si Mariano.
Take a look at the replay. Great effort by Ralph Tansico and the save at the last second. Forward pass by Irvin Palencia. That's the game. JV Marcelino, the run and the gun. 6 points in the ball game para kay JV. Pasok dito, John Mahari. Dan Sara being joined by Mariano, Cosejo, Liwag, and Lee. Shot clock at 9. Cosejo. Pass to Mariano. Hook shot is good.
Again, another lapse of the ball by Adi Santos Mariano. You could say getting it into his sweet spot right here. Adi Santos, little too far for Mariano. Mariano shows us that he also has that push shot that Cosejo showed us in the first half.
Soft touch right there for Joaquin Mariano. Lead is 11 for Manila. Second game here in the Paco Arena. It was won by Valenzuela by 11 points against Gensan, snapping their 4-game losing streak and snapping the 3-game winning streak of Gensan. That sets us up for the Manila Stars and the Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines. Zamboanga in danger of losing their first game of the season. Here's JV Marcelino. The kick out to Zelda at the corner. That's a 3.
Able to draw up a play on that timeout, Coach Vic. Nice play right there and beautifully executed by his boys. They get a stop too.
Can they build on with this momentum? Zelda has 2 threes in the third so far. Here he is once more. Pass inside. Beautiful feed to JV Marcelino.
And what I like about that play, aside from the pass, as trying to force a turnover, is Marcelino, is that Zelda did not force the issue. How many times have we seen in basketball, Migs? Nakaisa ka, susundan mo kagad kahit wala sa lugar. Twice I thought he had a good look and might have had the right to put it up, but he was patient enough, put the ball on the deck, and was able to make the right play for an easier and higher percentage basket to trim this lead down to 2 possessions.
52-46. Zamboanga now showing us that sense of urgency, forcing a turnover, an 8-second violation against Manila.
I'm guilty of that, by the way. Usually sinusundan ko rin eh. Kaya ayun, maaga nagretiro.
Well, it's great to have you here at the sideline. 52-46, 3 minutes and 45 in the third. JV, the drive, the layup, basket and one.
Now it becomes contagious because of the execution, the trust in that team that started out in that three-pointer in the corner and that beautiful dime by Zelda on the second play. The third play, Marcelino drives against 3 blue shirts and able to squeeze it in now for another 2+1 special.
And this is the switch that you mentioned that Zamboanga had, no? Much like Nueva Ecija. Spitfire right there. Quick comeback. Trimming it down to a single possession ball game.
And having trouble of even inbounding the basketball right now is Manila. Cosejo waving off itong si Liwag of being the inbounder right now.
Almost a steal by JV Marcelino. That's a foul against him.
Not in the penalty yet is Zamboanga. The next one though, they will be.
This pressure at the backcourt is really making Manila's guards work. Oh, there it is, a turnover. Quick turnaround here in the third quarter. Zamboanga now with the momentum. Baseline inbound. Dan Sarama almost with that steal. And you can also hear the bench and the players of Zamboanga being more communicative here in the third quarter. Zelda will fire the 3. No go. Rebound, Alan Liwag. Oh, it's stolen away by JV. Pass to Mahari. And now he has a chance to tie the ball game at the line.
JV Marcelino showing that he has a skill of a professional thief right here. He just took that ball like a candy and dishing it off to Mahari, who was just at the right place at the right time. And he finished it off? No. Pero, ayan, agaw na rebound naman para kay Marcelino.
Chance to take the lead. No go,
push. It's been a struggle so far in terms of shooting the basketball from downtown. That is the 4th try by Tancinco and has yet to make one in this ball game. And to make it worse, na-foul pa. And that means they're going to walk. Ronnie Machas is going to walk 94, 95 feet for 2 freebies.
Ronnie Matias was one of the stabilizers for Manila. They had the lead in the first half. Getting the first free throw to go. Lead is 2 points with 3 minutes and change here in the third. Second free throw is a miss. Rebound, Matias had to kick it out. Liwag steps in and he gets that hook shot to go.
Boy, what a gutsy shot that was. You're talking about a fresh 14-second shot clock, and as soon as he gets it, didn't even hesitate. One dribble with another push shot from Liwag.
Pass inside, Tansingo onto Adi Santos. Great high-low.
A beautiful play from the Bigs interior passing. Adi Santos. Zelda, steal.
Oh, sorry miss, but Mahari was there for the putback.
We have a tie ball game.
Pressure right now para sa Manila. Momentum is with Zamboanga. Pass ahead, Ronnie Matias for two, but there is a foul
On Liwag.
Are they gonna count it?
I don't think so. At least from where we stand, it felt like the foul happened first before the basket.
Referees are reviewing it just to be sure. It's a sorry sequence right there for Manila. What do you think? Tough call.
So, this is a crucial call. It's tough to say on the replay.
Everything happened so fast.
And one of the rare times it's tough to say on the replay.
Well, maybe you could see it in a better angle. Here it is. Hirap pa rin, no? In terms of the timing, I think they're gonna count to two. But let's hear the call here.
I disagree with the call though after seeing the replay. Clearly, because I thought it was more of Tansinko selling the call for the foul rather than the actual foul.
So you're saying there shouldn't have been a foul?
I'm just saying.
That Tansinko sold it.
I'm just saying. But nonetheless, Tansinko on the line.
Being rewarded for that, for his effort on the other end.
Well, this could be big for him. We mentioned the struggles of shooting the basketball from downtown. Sometimes, pag nakita mo na nahulog yung bola sa basket, it has an influence on the next shot.
Turnover again. Zamboanga's running, Zelda's hanging, no go. Ball will stay with the white shirts. .57 all, 2 minutes and change in the third frame.
Watch out for Tansinko on the weak side.
Here he is. They swing it to JV, 6 on the shot clock. Marcelino, no go. And here come the Manila Stars. Marvin Lee running, bounce pass, behind, onto Nat Cosejo. .59-57. Less than 100 seconds remaining in the third. Tansinko with a fake. 2 dribbles in, pass outside. JV onto Mahari. 4 seconds to go. Someone's down. Ball is not going to count. Basket's not going to count as the referee is calling it on the floor.
Foul was right here. Able to gather was Mahari. That's a tough call to make to me. Judgment called by the officials.
Well, John Mahari will proceed to the line for 2 free throws. Try to tie things up. First one is a miss. Minute and 25. Very action-packed third quarter here. Pressure was displayed by Zamboanga, causing some turnovers. Oh, JV Marcelino still at it. Ball out of bounds in favor of Manila. Zamboanga is still pressuring at the backcourt. Aaron Aban will inbound. Here's Marvin Lee calling out the play. Where are they going? Backdoor cut by Liwag. Oh, tough alley-oop right there. It ends up with Aban. Body on the floor. Forward pass. Mosqueda onto Zelda for three. Bombs away.
Give it up to get it back. Zelda, beautiful forward pass, and he sprinted right away as soon as he gave up the basketball for another open three, but just misses the gimme.
Momentum Zamboanga. Almost stolen back by Marvin Lee.
A terrific anticipation by Marvin Lee of what seemed to be a layup on the other end. Look at this one, Zelda giving it up but sprinting back. He treated this shot like a practice drill.
That's his third three-point shot in this quarter. 9 points for Reden Zelda in the third. And that's after being scoreless in the first half. Lead with Zamboanga, 60-59. Zelda again will fire. No go. Rebound. There's a foul against Adi Santos.
Have to be smarter and disciplined. Talk about Adi Santos, one of the better rebounders we have in this league. He's proven to be a solid rebounder ever since his Batangas days. But you can't fault somebody 95 feet away from the basket, especially when you're over the limit.
2 free throws para kay Ronnie Matias. First one is good to tie things up at 60 all. 4-second differential here between the shot clock and the game clock. 15 points para kay Ronnie Matias after scoring 5 in the first half. Almost a double-double for him. Now he's up to 16 and 9. Cross court, Chino Mosqueda. They go to Lopez inside. It's Adi Santos for 2.
That's his specialty, moving off the ball, diving in that center lane, roaming underneath the basket. Beautiful pass by Lopez.
4 seconds to go. Marvin Lee all the way from Splash Island. Half-court heave mula kay John Mahari, and that's
Bukas pa
gonna
ba
do
yun?
it.
Bukas pa ba yun?
Not sure. Nevertheless, Marvin Lee with that 3-point bomb, almost from the logo to the delight of the crowd.
Nothing but net by Marvin Lee. And that's a big shot by Manila because that was pretty much a Zamboanga third quarter. But that shot right there could be the start of a shift of momentum for Manila heading into the fourth. They will have first possession.
2-point ball game, 64-62 after 3. Alright, got to see your Mpbl VIPs at the sidelines, making sure everything is well and okay here in the Paco Arena in Manila. Fourth quarter about to begin between the Stars and the Zamboanga Family's brand Sardines, your third game of your Mpbl Tuesday. Diggs Gomez at your service alongside Coach Christian Luanzon and Gianna Llanes. Zamboanga looking to stay undefeated. They're going to try to move up to 9-0. If they win this, of course, they are dedicating it to Jeff Comia, who recently lost his sister. No, our prayers and thoughts go up to him and his family. Coach Christian, our quarter scoring.
Well, you look at the difference nitong larong ito. No, the highest scoring quarter tonight. No, in the 3 games. You talk about the third quarter, 30-28 Zamboanga having momentum. So you can make a case. 30-25 sana yan. If not for that buzzer-beating almost half-court 3 by Marvin Lee. Now let's see if Manila, as we mentioned, can shift that momentum, because that quarter clearly was owned by Zamboanga.
And to your point, there have been some buzzer-beating 3-point shots that have changed the momentum of some games before. Can they carry on here in the fourth frame? Manila looking for their 4th straight victory. There's a call against Aaron Aban. May tulak doon si Aaron Aban, who's being joined by Marvin Lee, Joaquin Mariano, Ronnie Matias, and Nat Cosejo. On the other end, it's Gino Mosqueda, Eden Celda, Decoy Lopez, John Mahari, and Ralph Tansico. Shot clock reads 9. Tansico for 3. No go. Rebound Matias.
Who continues to struggle is Tansico. That was a good look though, especially coming off a drive and kick by Zamboanga.
Aban looking for a teammate. Here's Marvin Lee. Onto Cosejo. Drive inside. Lefty layup. No good. Rebound Aban. One more chance here for Manila. Up by 2. Bounce pass. Cosejo. Balik kay Mariano. Almost stolen away. 5 on the shot clock. Ronnie Matias for 3. Oh, he puts it in.
Talk about, sounds cliche, garbage into goal. That possession was going nowhere for about 20 seconds para sa Manila. But then again, Marvin Lee giving up the basketball because he was able to draw Ronnie Matias' defender. Ronnie, his second 3 of the ball game. Poor spacing by Manila. Nonetheless, the end result is the most important thing regardless.
19 points and 10 rebounds for Ronnie Matias. A monstrous double-double from the veteran. John Mahari, the drive. Feed to Adi Santos, who was not ready for it.
A good idea by Mahari right there, but poor execution. He should have went for the bounce pass for it to be more catchable, if there's such a word, by Adi Santos.
I think there is.
There is.
I think there is.
I'm just making sure, Mr. Engineer.
I think Gianna would be able to help us with that. Foul on the other end, as Manila is now feeling the momentum early in the fourth quarter. Speaking of Gianna, let's hear from her right now.
As you can expect from a team of veterans, very collaborative ang huddle ng Stars coming into this quarter. Marvin Lee, Julius Manalo, and Dan Sara being the most vocal. Napansin nila masyado daw silang nagmamadali, lalo na sa inbounds, which as a result, nagsisiksikan sila and cannot find clear passes. So the boys reminded each other to just slow down, centering around Coach Maxie's sentiments to conserve energy, to focus on executing those plays. Back to you guys.
All right, slow down, execute very well. See if Manila can continue doing that here in the fourth and final frame. And yes, to your point, G, Julius Manalo, Dan Sara, and Marvin Lee, they have now emerged as leaders, as the guards of Manila in this season. Malabas si James Bautista. Pass inside, great steal by Dan Sara. Manila up by 6. Dan Sara getting the ball back. 2 minutes and change gone by in the fourth and final frame. Kick out. They swing it to Mariano. Crossover down the middle. Mariano's layup is too strong. Rebound, Marvin Lee. He fires and he scores.
Marvin Lee was waiting since yesterday for him to take that shot. He was wide open. Even before the drive by Mariano, he even clapped 3 times. But the ball, in some way found his way to him. That's a big shot for an answer by Jumps Bautista. 6-point game.
71-65. Bautista ending that spell or that run, no, given by the Manila Stars the past couple of possessions. Ronnie Matias, oh, beautiful feed to Nat Cosejo.
Ronnie Matias just having a vintage Ronnie Matias game. Might be 2 steps lower, but still, that basketball IQ of his very much evident, especially in this one.
All they need to build an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Valencia will miss. Rebound, Marcelino. Japs Bautista will fire. No go. Another rebound for Ronnie Matias. Manila coaching staff telling their players to calm down. Use the time. Here's Dan Sara. Screen mula kay Joaquin Mariano. Pick and pop. Onto the other side, Marvin Lee has 5 to work with. Bounce pass inside, back to Cosejo.
Marvin Lee just pushing all the right buttons right now. Beautiful read that play, anticipating that the defense would get to him, especially the way he's shooting the basketball. And Manila forcing a turnover, they might have an advantage. But Cosejo wisely pulling it back.
Will this be the first loss of the season for Zamboanga? Manila now with a 10-point lead. 5.5 minutes remaining in the 4th. Matias on to Dan Sara. Sara still has it. They go to Mariano who fires and he scores! What a night for the Manila Stars. Should we say the Stars just aligning for them? Their shots are falling here in the 4th quarter. 12 points para kay Joaquin Mariano, his first 3-point shot. And now it's a 13-point lead.
And what a beautiful game we play. And one of the most beautiful moments in basketball is when you're able to create momentum. And that's what Manila has right now that started at the end of the 3rd quarter.
We bring you this epic move of the game in partnership with OKBet. Own the win. Joaquin Mariano, catch and fire, bombs away for you, sir. And to the delight of the crowd, they open up a 13-point lead here at home. And can they defeat Zamboanga to give them their first loss of the season? That is the question. 5.5 minutes remaining. It's 78-65 in favor of the Manila Stars.
An interesting substitution. With still 5.5 minutes to play, down by 13 Zamboanga. Obviously, this is still a ball game. Lakas de Santos, first time to check in para sa Zamboanga, takes his first shot. Dumapig though with the offensive rebound, but commits a turnover.
Scoring in this quarter, 14 for Manila, 3 for Zamboanga. Riding on that Marvin Lee 3 that went in to end the 3rd frame. Liwag, no go. He gets the board and he's fouled.
You see, that play has been pretty much been the bread and butter of Manila. There's that post option once again and that weak side action between either Liwag, Josejo, or Mariano and Ronnie Machas.
Referees will review the play. Coach Vicky Casiano not looking happy at the sideline. Again, in danger of losing their first game of the season.
Ano yun, no? Baka nag-iisip lang yan, nakamask eh.
Nakasmile pala sa loob eh.
Well, I don't think he's smiling.
But then again, they are missing a lot of their key players. In JC Marcelino, Jeff Comia, Mon Mabayo, even J. Moigilos, and Jason Grimaldo. Manila feeling all the confidence in the world with 3 straight wins coming into this match. Now with momentum, a 13-point lead, over halfway done here in the fourth. Second free throw para kay Allen Liwag, who missed their previous game against QC. Balik dito si Reden Celda, who had 3 3-pointers in the third quarter for Zamboanga. Santos on to Jo Marie Lakas de Santos. On the left side, here's Dumapig. 9 on the shot clock. Chris Dumapig, hook shot is too strong. Rebound, it ends up with JV Marcelino. No foul right there. And a chance for Manila. Josejo is running. Josejo for 2.
I'm really impressed not only with the output of Josejo, but really his decision making. Ang ganda ng pinapakita nitong si Josejo.
Nat Josejo, 8 out of his 13 points coming in the second half. JV Marcelino answering back for Zamboanga. Dan Sara and Manila with the momentum, up by 14 here. Under 4 minutes remaining. Sara drives, kick out. Mariano's wide open. No bounce for him. Liwag with the board. Second try, no go.
Blocked by Dumapig.
Great defense right there. Adi Santos on the other end. A sorry miss mula sa kanya. Dan Sara telling Allen Liwag, huwag ka magmamadali, ilabas mo kung alanganin.
And he's right. Because obviously after a miss, it's a fresh 14 shot clock. But this is part of growth. Yung mga ganyang mistakes playing in big moments like this for the young talent na si Liwag. As you see right there, Marcelino shoots over the outstretched arms of Mr. Liwag.
Allen Liwag getting more advice from his coaching staff right now. JV Marcelino trimming the lead down to 12 points, 81-69. Games on Friday, Muntinlupa versus Rizal, San Juan versus Quezon City, and then Sarangani versus Laguna. And that's happening for the very first time in Mpbl history sa Laguna Sports Complex from Santa Cruz Laguna. Panibagong venue na naman sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
May panibagong season dahil sa tagal natin nawala. Deserves new venues.
What a treat that's going to be for the Laguna people. Kit Jimenez and Sarangani coming into town to try to defeat their home team. Foul here off of that pressure at the backcourt.
Almost an opportunity right there. Zamboanga influencing Mariano to that coffin corner, but bailed him out with a foul. A reset of the shot clock, but napaganda pa, no? Dahil ito, unforced yung pasa ni Marvin Lee kay Matias. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. Only a dozen deficit hinaharap nitong Zamboanga.
There's JV Marcelino with back-to-back baskets for Zamboanga, hanging in the air. He gets the foul. It's 2 free throws for JV.
Ibang klase ang kondisyon nitong si JV Marcelino. At this point of the game, you would think, or you would probably question, no, if he still has those jets, you know, at the back of his pocket. Eh, mukhang meron pa eh.
Talagang makikita mo yung hang time niya, no? Just couldn't make the basket, but it's 2 free throws for him. 16, 9, and 6 for JV Marcelino, who's playing in behalf of his brother, Jeff Comia. Mon Mabayo. 81-71. Under 3 minutes. Can Zamboanga pull off a comeback here on the road? There's a steal. Zelda. Fake. Drive. Kick out. Side of Stabby. Pass inside. A sorry miss para kay JV Marcelino. And then a foul given up by Ralph Cinco.
Zamboanga fortunate, I thought, although they had a chance obviously at the basket. Might have gotten away with a walk, was Adi Santos on that catch. Nonetheless, Manila, it's their chance right now to extend.
Ronnie Matias looking at the clock. Pass inside. Beautiful cut. Beautiful feed. Basket and one for Dan Sara.
Making up for the unforced turnover is Ronnie Matias with this give and go play. 70% of their damage, I thought, has been coming from this post option right here. Not much pressure on the ball and poor help side on that weak side, no? A big part kung bakit itong Manila is enjoying a 12-point lead.
Dan Sara, 15 points, 6 rebounds, fresh off an 18-point performance against Quezon City. 83-71. Zelda, catch and fire. He puts it in, lead down to 9. Twelve points on 4 threes para kay Reden Zelda.
Again, Tancinco with his second offensive foul that he was able to force against Manila. This could be big, especially if they score right away.
2 minutes and 17. Zamboanga still holding on to their undefeated record. Down by 9. Manila looking for their 4th straight victory. Time winding down. Tabi with a fake. Kick out. Zelda again. Step back 3. No go. Could have been a big one for Zamboanga. This last 2 minutes is brought to you by Embassy Whiskey. Chill muna tayo. Kick out. Liwag thought about it. They go to Marvin Lee. 8 on the shot clock. Liwag at the post. That's stolen away by Zelda. Zamboanga still looking for a miracle here. Tancinco will fire. He scores!
Like we just said, it was just a matter of time for Tancinco. His first field goal from downtown after 5 tries, I believe. And what a time to come for him. 137. This is only a 2-possession ball game.
Marvelous effort from Zamboanga. First three coming in mula kay Reden Zelda. And then this time, from the other end, it's Ralston Cinco. Timely three from the big guy. Lead is 6. Almost another turnover. There it is.
It's hard enough already in a close game to hit a shot. Much harder, as shown by Manila, to inbound the basketball. It's been a problem of theirs in the second half. Marcelino.
Sorry, miss on the layup para kay JV Marcelino. 84 seconds remaining here. Dan Sara. Kick out. Marvin Lee for 3. No go. Rebound Manila. Double team. Dangerous right there. Manila will retain possession.
Trying to put this game into night-night sleep is Marvin Lee. Boy, if he hit that one, that would have been big.
Review right here by the referee. Just to be sure, that's off of Adi Santos. Manila, they have Dan Sara, Marvin Lee, Ronnie Matias, Waki Mariano, and Nat Cosejo. And defending, it's Cyrus Tabi, JB Marcelino, Adi Santos, Ralston Cinco, and Reden Zelda. 9 on the shot clock. Oh, that's a push.
No, that's a backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation.
Yeah.
Dan Sara is arguing the call, pero nauna yung backing. There's that push. Pero
Yep.
nakatawid na.
Yeah, the push was right after. He crossed half court.
Good chance here for Zamboanga. 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining. Down by 6 as they try to stay undefeated.
They don't need a 3 here. They just need a solid 2.
Here's JV Marcelino. 7 on the shot clock. JV all the way. No foul. 2 seconds remaining. Tabi has to fire. Tancinco. He puts it in, but that did not go off on time.
That's not going to count. Yeah. Pass was a little bit late by Tabi. He didn't even need to drive the basketball. He just had to move the ball quickly as Tancinco was open already.
It's not going to count.
And emphatically, referee number 10, Jonathan Delnas,
Yes.
says, no count.
Not today. It's 83-77, 53 seconds remaining here. Remember, Zamboanga has been forcing turnovers time and time again for Manila. Can they do it again here? Inbounding is Ronnie Matias. Here's Dan Sara being defended by Cyrus Tabi. Double team coming up. Dangerous situation. Nat Cosejo. On to Marvin Lee. Balik kay Dan Sara. Shot clock at 11. Sara. Pass inside to Cosejo for 2. It's a beautiful feed mula kay Dan Sara. Great patience from the veteran and then locating his big guy at the last second. Beautiful finish as well mula kay Nat Cosejo.
Well, the concentration by Cosejo the whole game has been remarkable. And that time just going into the open spots, right place at the right time. Beautiful finish for the hang time.
It's an 8-point lead with 35 seconds remaining here in Manila. Again, Zamboanga Family's Brand Sardines looking to stay undefeated. On Saturday, sa Caloocan po tayo, it's Mindoro versus Pampanga, Nueva Ecija versus Bataan. That's going to be a great matchup right there, the top 2 teams in the North Division. And then the Jensen Warriors in town to face sa Caloocan Excellence. Papatuloy po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. 22 teams in this season. That will stretch up until December. And then your next season will begin on March next year. 35 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Zamboanga, can they capitalize on this possession? Zero timeouts remaining for Zamboanga, dalawa para sa Manila. Both teams are in penalty. Tabi will fire. No go. Rebound, Aaron Aban.
That's the game.
What a performance for the Manila Stars as they hold on here on their home court. What can you say, Coach Chris? How would you evaluate what they've given on the floor?
I thought, as we mentioned off air, that three by Marvin Lee to end the third quarter had a big influence of how they played and got back in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that third quarter was all Zamboanga. Manila scored 25 points, 28 including that three. But clearly the momentum was with Zamboanga, and Zamboanga was just looking to add on to that to start the fourth. And you just felt that after that three, which usually happens in the basketball, the team gets demoralized after playing so well for 9 minutes and 59 seconds. But that 1 second made much of a difference to the next quarter. I thought it was very evident. And then he continued to play well the first 5 minutes. Add to that, the solid performance of this young stud, aside from Liwag, is si Cosejo. Yeah, he was solid all around. I thought his decision making was solid as well. He's strong with the basketball, except for that one. A turnover.
There's only 11 seconds here. Manila holding on to this victory, and this will be the first loss of the season for the Zamboanga family's brand sardines. But then again, they do not have the likes of JC Marcelino, Mon Mabayo, Jeff Gomia, and their two big men, Jason Grimaldo and Jamo Igilos. Now, if you're Zamboanga, what will you take away from this game?
Well, a loss is a loss. Obviously, they're 8-1. A lot of learnings. It just proves that any team, even a mid-level team like Manila, can beat you. So, this will be humbling for them. At the same time, pwede rin silang maging gutom ulit para manalo. Lalong-lalo na sa mga next few games sila, no? And the next practices, obviously, will be crucial. The message that Coach Vic Ecosiano will deliver to his squad.
Zamboanga, long way to go. They dropped to 8-1, their first loss of the season. And they have Nueva Ecija coming up in the next month. Manila, they were led by Nat Cosejo. Kasama siya ngayon ni Gianna Llanes.
Yes, Nat, alam ko, bago mag-umpisa ang laro, pinag-usapan niyo talaga na gusto niyo ibigay si Zamboanga ang una nilang talo. So saan kayo kumuha ng kumpiyansa para gawin yun?
Siguro yung sunod-sunod na panalo namin, nadadala namin yung kumpiyansa namin, kaya nakuha namin yung panalo, tsaka binigay namin yung effort namin.
And kahit na humahabol ang Zamboanga during the second half, lumalaban pa rin kayo. Para sa'yo, ano yung mga ginawa niyong tama ngayon?
Siguro ano lang, puso, ginawa lang namin lahat, binigay namin yung 100% yun lang.
Alam sure maraming ang proud sa inyo. Sino ang gusto mong pasalamatan natin?
Binabati ko po si Boss Joey, si Boss Raymond, pagaling ka po, Boss Guillermo Chu, Boss Derek Chu, at Boss Ryan. Tsaka binabati ko yung family ko sa Lukban na nanonood ngayon, si nanay, si tatay, yung mga kapatid ko, pamangkit ko si Kairon, tsaka binabati ko yung Quevedo family, tsaka yung girlfriend ko nanonood ngayon. Thank you.
Congratulations once again to Nathaniel Cosejo. He had 15 points. Back to you, Migs and Christian.
Thank you so much, Gianna. Marvelous performances as well mula kina Marvin Lee, Dan Sara, and Ronnie Matias with a monster double-double for Manila. Games on Friday, Muntinlupa versus Rizal, San Juan, Quezon City, and Sarangani versus Laguna. For the very first time sa Laguna Sports Complex po tayo. And then on Saturday in Caloocan, it's Mindoro versus Pampanga, Nueva Ecija, and Bataan. And then Jensen coming into town to go up against the home team, the Caloocan Excellence. That wraps it up for our 3 games today in Manila. In behalf of my partner, Coach Christian Luanzon, our courtside reporter Gianna Llanes. My name is Mix Gomez. At ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
4, 3, 2, 1, Mpbl